What's happening, Jack? Thank you for the thumbs up, the shout out, all the love from the world. Here I am. Here I am again. Here I am again. Want me to sing for you this early in the morning? I hope not. Man, I'm getting too old for getting up and moving around. Didn't sleep well, body's aching, the weather's changing. It's cold and rainy. Well, not cold, it's 70 degrees. It's cool and rainy. Well, it's not raining. It just looks like it's going to rain. So, you can feel the change in the air. Man, it's hard on my old body. But good morning to you. Good evening to you. Good evening to you in the Philippines. It's so very good to have you bless us with your presence from the Philippines. So I brought the wife's car over here to the... Here's what I love. And maybe they do, right? But here's what you gotta love. I wasn't there 5 minutes, they already told me I might need new tires. Right? You know, oh, they come out and measure the gauge of my tire. Well, you know, we prefer, this much depth. You're really close to that, so depending on them, we might recommend new tires. And I said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Jack says, nothing much. Finally making the usual. Oh no, are you making chicken adobo? Man, how do we love a chicken adobo. Finally making the usual, got the dishes done. Rewash the ones man, our kitchen's a disaster. I don't know what Lorelai did, man, but she's made a mess in the kitchen. Rewash the ones I paid to have done, just looked rinsed and are tracting ants. Good times. Well, there you go. Well, you get what you pay for. But now, Jack, so, and I agree with it. They're always one. I mean, I brought a brand new tire into a freaking place. Oh, yeah, you gotta get new tires. This is a Subaru, and it's an all-wheel drive, of course. And part of on all-wheel drives, from everything I've researched a long time ago, is that you can't mix and match tires. You can't put 20,000 mile tires and put on the front and put two brand new ones in the back or anything like that. So it's one thing. And of course, we would never mix and match brands. 3 people in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up, everybody. So we would never want to put Toyo tires and Firestone tires on the same car or anything like that. So I'm a little picky. So, but the car only has 20,000 miles on it, 23,000 miles to be exact. They haven't been hard miles. I do, yes, recognize that the front tires, maybe I should have been rotating these, I don't know. But I do recognize that the front tires have a little bit of outside wear. I do recognize that. So they immediately want to sell me new tires, which is fine. I told them they can work up a quote so that I can go research. So what I'm doing now, I'm just kind of sitting in the car waiting for their tire technician to get here, because apparently they open at 7, but the guy doesn't get here until 8. So the tire technician gets here at 8, and so that means he'll be here at 8:30. And these are, and so I'm very particular about not wanting to screw up the car any worse by, doing funky things with the tires. So it's going to cost me $25. They're going to put it on the rack. They're going to do a full car inspection, as they say, whatever, for $25, which I think is a good deal. And then then of course they're going to upsell me tires. What they don't know I've already done is, which literally took a couple seconds, I went onto the Subaru website, because this is a Subaru and it's only got 23,000 miles on it. I already got a price quote on Subaru for what they recommend for this car with this VIN number, make, model, everything. So I got a price quote, and that includes like a 2-year road warranty and hazards and all kinds of shit four-wheel balancing and alignment. So I got a good quote from Subaru. Now, granted, they are the exact same tires that are on this car because that's what Subaru does. So I don't know if I got one of these tires here that the band is broke. I don't know whether switching to Michelin tires or Firestone or one of the, I don't know what brands, Bridgestone, would do me any good or be worth the extra money or would be better than the ones that Subaru sells or puts on these cars. Yep, may need alignment. Well, you know, and yeah, there won't be any wore out front end parts because it's only a freaking, 20,000 mile car. I actually don't mind doing alignments on cars. I like to have cars realigned. I know they cost money, but for the one at the dealership in Subaru in Fayetteville here. But my car only has 20,000 miles. And I will say that they have been making the noise for quite a while. So, and it's kind of like, not really a thumping noise. It's more like a disruption in the humming. So, come in and the temperature's dropping, yeah, you really start feeling your age. Yeah, that's how I feel. But this morning I'm over here at the Firestone dealership. Having my wife's car looked at because we're having like an interruption. And I appreciate everybody coming in and the thumbs up and the shout outs. I'm trying to find a place outside to sit down. But we're having a kind of an interruption in the humming as we drive. You know, you get a tire hum, a car hum. So we kind of not have a, we don't have that. We just have a hum. And it's a little bit of a interruption in that hum. So I brought it up here to the Firestone dealership. Or dealer, is this a dealership? Firestone Service Center. To ask them to look at my tires. I checked them the best I could. I couldn't see anything. So I've asked them to do it. So where we're at is Jack saying hello to you cooking. Is we're doing a $25 full car inspection. The funny thing is they haven't even inspected the car and they've already told me they might recommend new tires. The tires only have 23,000 miles on it. So I love how, they want to plant that seed then we may want to charge you a whole lot more money. But we'll see. Because, let me turn you around. That's our little car. I think it's this tire right here, is what I think. But I can't see anything wrong with it. I've touched it, I've felt it, I've crawled under the car. Yeah, kind of noise out here this morning. Hopefully it's not a hub assembly. Yeah. Well, if it is something like that, I'll take it to Subaru. I don't know if it's under warranty, which I'm sure it's probably not. But the car only has 23,000 miles. It's a 2021. So I would take it down to, I think I'd make an appointment at Subaru and take it down there and let them do any real mechanical work. Not that I don't trust these people, but, you know. Oh man, I should have had something to drink this morning. Let's see, but here's where we're, oh, here, let me give you I'll give you guys an outdoor picture of where we're at. Not that you guys know. Oh, there's a McDonald's. I could walk over there and get a coffee. Yeah, I'll do price comparison, Jack. So there's a McDonald's over here. There's a Chick-fil-A right there. There's a Starbucks right over there. It's a pretty good little sushi restaurant right back over in that corner over the building over the road. So there's a massage therapy right there. Yeah. And what I would do, Jack, if it turns out that if they're talking about, oh yeah, it's a hub assembly or some other weird shit like that, then I would call Subaru and see what they're going to charge me and all of that, and start comparing around. So that is definitely something that I would do. But, oh look, there's a little China cafe there, chiropractic place. On the other side of the building through here, there's one of those Golden Corral restaurants, or those buffets that have all the American food that's gross. Well, the American food's not gross, their quality of food is gross. But that's what that is through there. I got my wallet on me? I hope I got a wallet. Almost didn't have a wallet there for a second. So, another technician arriving here. Guys want to thank you for everybody being here. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up and the shouts out. If you're new to us, make sure that you subscribe. Oh, he's got my car up on the rack. So let's just see what's going to go on. But, oh, there's the American flag way over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Kind of blowing in the wind. But you can tell how rainy it is or how cloudy it is. We're supposed to be getting some rain today. And the temperatures are supposed to plummet today. So we'll just see if that actually works. Now I'm wearing a really, really thick sweatshirt because I can't find my really thin one. I think my wife stole it because she doesn't want me to wear it. I can go over there and sit. So, and just let them check things out. Five people in the house. Thank you, thank you. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. We're at the Firestone auto repair place today. Here in my local area. It's a very, very busy area. I'll tell you, if you go, see this is the Firestone building. If you go up and over That away is where all the rich people live. All of us poor people, we live that away. So, but thank you for the thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Everybody chime in on the comments. YouTube love it when we have comment dialogues. If you got thoughts about my car, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it's my wife's car. She's the rich one in the family. And I drive an old beat up Dodge pickup truck. The Subaru's hers. We love it. But we've been having a little bit of an interruption in the tire humming sounds when you drive it on smooth roads. Now it doesn't change. Jack asked me the other day if it changes when you do this, and it does not. So Jack, I don't know if that helps. But when you do this, the sound doesn't change. 5 people, thank you. Give us a couple more thumbs up, everybody. And everybody give Jack a hello, and Cooking, give them a hello. Show everybody some love. So if you want to super chat me so I can pay for my wife's car, go ahead. But what we're doing is right now they're going to supposedly do a full car, what do we call that? Like an audit? What do we call that, guys? Evaluation? And it's only going to run $25 to have that done plus tax. Now, but what I will think is funny is, you know, after he told me that, he did let me know, oh yeah, by the way, you're probably going to need new tires. The car has 23,000 miles on it. Now, if I got a tire that is broken a band, this is an all-wheel drive car, a Subaru is, if you guys don't know. I will probably have to replace all tires. Inspection, there you go, that's the word of the day. Inspection is the word of the day, guys. So that's what they're doing now. I don't know what it is. But we're getting ready to go on a trip to Durant, Oklahoma. So I want to make sure the tires, we're not having an issue with the tires. What? Insurance? I doubt it. I've never heard of an insurance covering an inspection. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that, Jack. So, but this Sunday, we got to go down to Durant, Oklahoma. And it's a 4-hour drive there, 4 hours back. So we're just trying to make sure the tires are okay. And it's Monday, we leave on Sunday. So this is going to give me plenty of time to figure out what the issue is, if there is an issue. I couldn't find anything wrong myself. So, and you can see that they're going to be rolling the tires around looking for defects. So we'll see what they come up with. They want to sell me tires, I can tell. They're like, oh, the front tires have more wear on the outside. Of course they do. That's where you corner at. And it is all-wheel drive. So, but like I told Jack earlier, guys, if you're listening, I know AAA. Yeah, we don't have AAA. We're poor, Jack. We can't afford AAA. We're... Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. You can tell it's early in the morning for me. So what I Googled real quick was, because I told them they, you know, after telling me this, I mean, I think it's great that 5 minutes in, they're going to tell you need new tires. And you got to buy all 4 of them. Noisy out here. So, so we're going to compare it to Subaru. Now, if it is a defective tire, I'll be shocked. It's only got 23,000 miles on the tire, but that happens. And I guess what I mean by defective, if we have a broken band or a bubble, or something in the tire, then I'll be kind of surprised. But Subaru is going to charge me $114 for a 4-wheel alignment at Subaru, and including the tires at Subaru, it's going to run me $900. Let's just use the number 900. So that's kind of where we're at this morning so far. But you can tell even from this distance how good that car looks under the carriage. I mean, you can tell the metal. So I mean, look at that. We got fancy dual exhaust. Can you guys see that? So now they're trying to figure out, how can we sell him new tires? That's what they're doing now. They're trying to contemplate, what can we BS him enough to get him to buy 4 new tires here? Don't you think? You think that's what the conversation is? That's right. Our Lambo. Here's a Jeep. This Jeep's really cool, man. Check this Jeep out. That's what you ought to be looking at. I like that Jeep. So that's what we're doing. Now the Lambo is back home. Our roads are too rough for me to drive the Lambo here. I can only drive it in the Philippines. Could you imagine driving a Lambo in the Philippines? How long do you think that car would last in the Philippines? It's quieting it down a little bit. McDonald's. You want some American McDonald's, anybody? My treat. I'll buy everybody in the street McDonald's. Especially if you're not in the country. So. Well, last night at the house, we got the fireplace all set up and put up. Lorelai got my projector out and got the sunscreen out, or lowered the sunshade, the patio sunshade, and she was able to play karaoke outside. So I'm sure my neighbors are going to absolutely love her playing karaoke or doing karaoke outside. But she has a plan that she's going to invite some girlfriends, and they're all going to sit around the fireplace, right? They're going to sit around the fireplace, and they're going to sing karaoke. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see how that goes. See. They're huddling. I don't know if you guys can see. See the guys right there? They're discussing it. They're going, what can we tell them? Can we tell them? What can we lie to them about? Can we manipulate the data? Can we fudge the numbers? Not long, especially when hardly anyone has no license or insurance, riding dirty. That's why I didn't bring my car here the last time. Well, I was thinking a Lambo wouldn't last a day or two just because the roads are so bad. So, see, the guy with the short hair is the store manager. He's the one who's going to be trying to sell me. The longer haired guy is the technician who they're going to work together to try to figure this out. And I have no clue what that guy over there in the knee pads is. He's the knee pad guy, I guess. Oh, maybe they're doing inventory. They're doing inventory over there. Somebody's brought their Range Rover in. But I wanted to get it checked, so at least I have a few days to get this figured out before we head off to Oklahoma. So they're all talking about it now. You got 3 people standing around going, we got to come up with something. And seeing the guy in the ponytail right there, the blue shirt, what I did is I already planted the seed with him because I came back in earlier waiting on the technician to get here. I came in and told him, I said, well, you know, you guys can go ahead and work me up a quote for tires. I've already got one being sent to me from Subaru. So that way they know that I'm just not going to buy their tires. And if I do buy their tires, they better give me a better deal than Subaru. It's going to really suck if I got to put $900 out on tires on a car that only has 23,000 miles. That's not going to make me very happy. Well, now he's jiggling my car. Jiggle, watch it wiggle, see it jiggle. You know, but oh, what's that over there? You guys see that? I wonder what that blue van is. Some kind of, I can't tell what that is. I'm always curious. Two people paying attention. Thank you for being here bright and early. You guys want some McDonald's? We got McDonald's here. Where's those going? Oh. You know, the other night when I was taking Lorelai out for anniversary dinner, I told her, she asked what restaurant we're going to, and I said, oh, well, why don't you Google Golden Arches? And if they got one local, we'll go to that. She didn't like my joke because she finally figured out what the Golden Arches meant. Jack says, when I worked at the Penske Auto Center, our new store manager was a former store manager from Firestone. This guy was such of a scam artist and ripped off many customers and never came back. Some sued, yeah. And I think, you know, that's the key in business. If you treat people fairly and honestly and try not to rip them off, you can build customers forever. Or you can get a quick payday, which probably all that he cared about because he was getting his bonus checks based on how much they made that quarterly or that monthly. So he didn't give a shit about the company long term. So that's what happens a lot. He was always drunk. Well, there you go. So he needed money for his alcohol habit. Here's what he needed. Somebody's got a little bit low rider truck. See that? Low rider. That's what we call an Arkansas low rider. Not very low. Well, I'm going to be tired today, all this standing up, walking around in this parking lot. So that's where we're at. You guys see it? Well, Jack, you know, there's really nothing wrong with always being drunk. You can just ask Michael. So, just ask Michael. Man, it's getting warm out here. Well, it's not really warm. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt made for the sub-zero weather. And my wife hid my my thin sweatshirt. So, not for sure what's taking them for a sever. They're trying to get their story straight, right? They're trying to figure out what to say. Oh, that's funny. You took them to, I took lunch break with the district manager to the bar. The store manager hangs out half the day. He wasn't very happy, right? Because the bar probably went, hey, where's Jimmy at? You know, we haven't seen Jimmy. Where's Jimmy? You know? Hey, by the way, can anybody tell Jimmy to pay his tab? You know? We have a lot of lawn care businesses. Three people watching. Thank you for watching. If you're in the background there, speak up. Tell Jack hi. There's the Golden Arches. I told Lorelai to Google the Golden Arches. And when she finally figured out I meant McDonald's, she wasn't happy with me. So she's like, we ain't going to McDonald's. I'm like, well, what's wrong with McDonald's? There's nothing wrong with McDonald's. You know, but she didn't like the thought of going to McDonald's for our wedding anniversary. So, but I thought that was just fun. Looking for me? Let me get out of the line of fire traffic here. Don't want to get ran over. All right, what we got going on?
So, nothing super crazy.
Ooh, right.
But, I would hope not anyways, for a nearly new car with 24,000 miles.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. But what we're seeing so far is tires. Basically what's going on is they're cupping. They got that inside edge wear to them. It's not super easy to see. You can feel it more like. It's like a ridge, like a rippling on the inside of the shoulder. It's supposed to be nice and smooth all the way around.
Yeah, I got my tire guy on the line.
Yeah.
He's from Michigan.
You also notice too, see how this shoulder's much more squared off on that side, and this side's more rounded. It's just alignment wear. But the fronts especially, if you look, you can see how the inside shoulder like shoots right off to the side there, and it's not squared.
Here, I know we're not supposed to be under it.
Right here. So that's nice and blocky. This
Right.
side, this is actually down to secondary rubber. So these are very much so due for replacement. It's supposed to look like this side.
Yeah.
Massive difference. This one is the worst for sure. This guy's not too far behind, but those two.
So you're thinking the car's out of line?
It's very likely that it's out of alignment, just a little bit, but it's just the tires are worn out.
Oh, I wonder how it got out on the line.
You could hit a pothole just right near the out of alignment. It's so easy to take them out. Easier than you think. Yeah, see how much more squared off the rears are, but they have that, that cupping on the inside edges. So that's that road noise that you're hearing in the tires.
Oh, because they're not evenly, the wear's not even all the way around is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's causing a...
How often were you rotating these?
Actually, we haven't rotated them.
Oh yeah, that would be why. Yeah. If you leave tires on the rear for too long, especially, even if all of the stuff is mechanically good, they'll develop that weird shoulder wear on the inside of cup. You can see it too if the suspension's worn out, but I mean, this car's so new, that's not the case. So,
Okay.
Unfortunately, it needs some tires. And with it being a Subaru, we can't just do the two. It's got to be a set.
No, I agree with that.
I've got a great deal on some weather grips weather grips right now. Still a 65,000 mile rated tire.
Okay.
Best priced option in stock too. This set of 4 comes with the alignment check. If it needs it, we can talk about it too. But that's what you'd be looking at. Tax, assuming it doesn't need the alignment, that's your inspection.
So you're way off than Subaru, because I just emailed them.
What were they pricing at?
Oh God, $900, including the alignment and warranties, and yeah, I got it all here.
Nice. Was
Yeah.
it
Same
was it
tires.
the same tire? Okay.
But if we haven't rotated, there's 23,000. We should have rotated them every 5,000 miles.
Yeah,
And apparently, we haven't done that because that's what Subaru just told me.
that's all right.
So yeah, you're kind of way off there.
That's just that same exact all season.
Uh-huh.
I can't get that one.
That's
but
what
I do have some
Subaru
other
talks
good
about. Yeah, I
options.
mean, we always like, I don't know if it's OME parts, but we like.
See
Yeah.
what's recommended.
Yes.
I get you. So this weather grip
Or
is
better.
a better tire, but let's go see what other
Yeah.
options we've got.
Appreciate it, man. You guys need to get a sweeper.
I know. We just use the mess. It's gonna bring you.
Whew, man, it's getting warm out there.
I'll show you this too, so you can see everything I'm seeing. Their tire, does that include any road hazard or anything?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's road hazard too.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. So if you did that with the lifetime, you'd be looking at 1123.07. We do have a 1-year warranty alignment option instead if you don't want to, if you don't want to go that far with it yet. That one, let's see here, it's not a huge price difference, but it's 121, so it brings you down to 1,042.
Okay, can you print that for me?
Well, sure. I do have these in stock too, by the way.
And can you show me one?
Yeah, I got one right in front. Let's see here.
Father Sanders, good to have you here. Good morning. I was talking to Jack. You're funny.
It's not the same size, but this tire.
Okay. Yeah.
It's pretty darn close to what you got on it already.
Yeah, the tread pattern looks pretty close.
Yeah, they're very popular. They're very quiet. They ride nice. No complaints with them.
All right. Let's see. And you can get this done this morning?
I can do it right now. Take me probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
All right. So let's not do the lifetime warranty yet.
Okay. You want me to just check it first?
Well, what would be the alignment? Because I think obviously the car needs to be aligned.
Well, if you haven't rotated them, that's
Oh, you
a
think
very
that?
good
Okay,
chance
I
that could do
gotcha.
it too. Yeah. If
I
they
got,
never
we've
moved,
never rotated
then
them
there's
ever.
a good
period.
chance it's just been they just wore poorly because they never got moved around.
Yeah, we never moved them around. Okay, so I got
check
you.
it first.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Yeah. If it doesn't need it, we'll be looking at that right there. Oh, I think that kind of beats Subaru's price, or very close to it at least.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We'll start there. We'll redrive it. We'll check the alignment, and then I will let you know.
Yeah, because the alignment's been fine. We drive it all. I haven't had any issues at all.
Very good.
You can let go of the wheel and just drive forever.
It just cruises straight on down.
So
the
I
road.
don't think, you got a point. I don't think it is the alignment. I think we just screwed up and didn't rotate them.
It's simpler and easier.
It happens.
Well, it's an expensive lesson.
Right.
So we'll have to,
We'll be able to take care of it for free going forward on that. No problems.
all right, make it happen.
You got it.
I'll set the air conditioner now because it's getting hot out there.
Yeah.
Make sure I brought my wallet. Oh, well, that's a bummer, but let me get this spin around and talk to you guys some more about that. So what has disturbed me is how much and apparently it's my fault. We didn't have the tires rotated. And there is definitely a lot of wear on a couple of those tires. And I don't. Tate, did I say good morning to you? Appreciate you here and thank you for the thumbs up. To get you caught up, I'm at our local Firestone dealership, or I don't know what this place is called, service station. My wife's Subaru, which only has 23,000 miles, has some road noise happening with the tires. I thought maybe we had a defective tire. Not so much. Now, one thing I'll say, I mean, I wasn't here 5 minutes. They wanted to sell me tires, which, of course, that's what they do. But, so what we have figured out is there is no damage to the car. There's nothing wrong. It's just the fact that maybe we weren't smart enough to rotate those damn tires every 5,000 miles. You know, and to be honest, the car only has 23,000 miles on it. And I totally didn't even think about rotating those tires. I am the one who takes the car in for servicing. I just totally, and it may be the fact that I go to a place where they don't rotate tires. And nobody's ever brought it up when I take it in for the oil changes. So that's kind of the interesting thing. So I might have to evaluate my pattern where we take the car for servicing so that we can have them rotate it and have the service done at the same time. Because where we currently take it, they never even mentioned about rotation of the tires. So that's an interesting thought. Well, Jack, it won't work for a spare. The spare tire is totally different in a Subaru. It's not the same. It won't work. I know what you might mean is keep one. I mean, so the rim is not the same, and I got to pay $12 to dispose of the tires no matter what. So, and I don't want to keep a tire laying around my garage. It's like having a toxic waste in your garage these days. So we're not going to keep any of them. And I know back in the day the logic was that you always did that, but I don't think that makes good sense in this case. So we don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So what I did is I Googled Subaru, what they recommended, which are the exact same tires. They were going to be $900, including a 4-wheel alignment. But they don't have a tread warranty. They do have warranty on the parts and repairs and all this other stuff. And they have road hazard. Yes, we have a donut as a spare. So I do think that these are probably a better deal because at least we can, there's Firestone dealerships everywhere. And if I got to have them repaired, then we can do that. And it's going to be about $1,000. It's going to be about $100 more here, approximately. So we'll just pay it and get it done because one thing I don't want is for Lorelei to have any issues while she's driving the car. So I did think about doing the slip and fall thing or knocking my head on something while I was out there and then owning the little business here. But you know me, I'm too honest of a guy. So, but I hope Tate is okay this morning. Hope you're doing well. Oh, man. So there's $1,000 in the garbage first thing in the morning. But seeing that we got to make this long term, and this is part of my thing on it. I agree that these tires definitely, and I've showed Jack, if you saw in the live stream, Jack, I hope you saw where they had a lot of wear on the insides of them, more than I ever thought they would. I was really surprised how bad, especially the front one is. It's a whole lot slicker on the outside, and the one, I don't know what you call it, the one band on the inside is a whole lot wore down, more than I thought it was, or would be. I was surprised. But seeing that we do travel a lot, we're going to Oklahoma, we go to Alabama, we may run down to Texas again this year. I got a brother in Dallas. So we do a lot of short driving, but we also we do a lot of, she goes back and forth to work. But we do take trips, Branson, Missouri, Springfield, Alabama, Florida in the car. And so I want to make sure that we always have good tires. So I know it's going to cost me $1,000 freaking dollars. So Jack, we're going to have to get out there on the internet later on in life and figure out how to get people to super chat me some tires for my wife. We need to come up with a slogan, super chat for tires for life, something of that nature. Because one thing I've learned in my old age, and I know Tata probably knows this, being an older gentleman married to a younger wife. One thing we've learned as old men in life is that we can prevent situations, we are better off. So I don't want to solve a problem when it happens, and this is what I taught when I was in my teaching career with industrial health and safety and construction, was if I could prevent the problem versus fixing the problem when it happened, we were better off. So I want to fix the problem. I want to prevent the problem before I have to fix the problem. And that's kind of what this is. It's $1,000. Tires only got 23,000 miles. I really hate the fact that those tires, and that was one of my thoughts. So Subaru's recommending the exact same tire, right? And granted, they're cheaper, but then I look at, well, but if I wore those out in 23,000 miles, are they going to, why would you invest money back in the same tires? So I was debating that when I was looking at these. And if these have a 65,000 mile warranty, and these are Firestone tires, then maybe it's a better way to go. Jack says, someone loved to take hard right turns to make those tires do that. I'm a mechanic. Hard right turn. So what is a right turn? Is a right turn like this or left turn? Yeah. Yeah. Probably. The funny thing is, she complains about my driving. I complain about her driving. We have one of those old shit handles, right? And when she drives, I'm hanging onto the old shit bar like crazy. And she hates everything I do when I drive. So I don't know. Jack, what do you think? You think that tire need to be replaced? You could see the wear. I don't know if I showed you a good enough video of it in there. You think it needed to be replaced? But I also agree with, if you're going to, on all-wheel drive cars, you got to replace all the freaking tires. You don't mix and match treads or tread widths. You just don't. I just don't like that. If you got an old truck, you can slap some different tires on the back than what's on the front or vice versa. But from what I understand is you'd never want to put different tires on the sides of the vehicle, right? So your different tires would want to be on the front versus the back or vice versa. But you don't want to have a goofy tire, it's just crazy. Mornings are filled with disappointments. Our friend from the Philippines is back in. Jack, everybody say hello to her. I hadn't got a chance to give you a blue wrench yet. I did subscribe to your channel though, so thank you for being here. Jack is here. I know you're in the Philippines, so you probably can't relate to a lot of this, but I'm at a tire repair place in the United States, which look much different than the ones in the Philippines. So, for good or bad, here, I'll show you around a tiny bit. See, our tire places have TVs and kid chairs and tires everywhere and nice little cushions. They're way different. And if you want, I'll get up out of here and I'll take you outside and let you see what this part of America looks like. So here's kind of like what our tire repair shops are in America. So we have this safety zone where people aren't allowed to go into it all. So this is a restricted area. We do have bathrooms in them. Tire displays. And as we come outside, this is a pretty busy area of my area. That's a buffet style American food restaurant, Golden Corral. You got a Starbucks coffee place, all kinds of shopping mall, a Chick-fil-A, they sell chicken sandwiches. Here's what some of the cars are like in the United States. Here we have sporting goods stores called Academy way over there. This one's a McDonald's here. And then these are some more trucks and cars that have been worked on. Here's kind of the back side of the place. There's our car up there getting me ripped off for $1,000. That red building's a McDonald's. These are called crepe myrtles. It's a very southern bush. Grows in the southern part of the United States prominently. They come in red, pink, and this darker purplish color. This store over there, it's called Cavender's. They sell cowboy stuff. We got a Chinese cafe right there. Place where you buy your eyeglasses. So if you're in the Philippines, guys, this is why we in America have cars and we drive so much. Because we don't have one giant mall where everything's located in. We are spread out. There's a Whataburger hamburger place, kind of like Jollibee, but not Jollibee. You can't see it, but behind here is a big super Walmart right over there. That's one of our main interstates, 540 right there. There's a chicken place there. You can buy beds there. Man, there's the McDonald's sign. Restaurants up through there. Yeah, Walmart is literally behind this building. So we can't see it, but it's behind that building. Maybe I can walk out here and show you a little bit. They're gonna take a few minutes to get the tires. That's a FedEx truck. They deliver packages. Here's what our fast food lane at McDonald's look like. So here's a Walmart sign. So that's Walmart right there, back behind there. You see that stoplight right there? Right there's another shopping center with Burlington's and Ross's, which are all clothing stores. That right there is one of our local, or a bank. It's called Arvest Bank, and those are the drive-through lanes. At our banks in America, there's no waiting whatsoever, so you can just pull up and get what you need and go, is what that is. Yeah, Let me walk across here without getting ran over. So we're in an area called Pleasant Crossing. This is Walgreens is a pharmacy and a little grocery store in there, but it's a pharmacy. God, I can't even remember the name of the pharmacy in the Philippines. So you can start to see Walmart there. That's the gas station at Walmart. The Democrats are afraid of losing the election, so they're working hard to drop the gas down, try to make people think that the economy doesn't suck in America, but they're going to jack it right back up if they win and after they win. Ain't that right, Jack? I know how much you love the Democrats. So they've dropped the prices the last couple of weeks in hopes of making the Republicans look bad, but we're not foolish. You know, $2.64 a gallon is ridiculous in America. Well, that's our Walmart, but you can't see it. It's a great big store. It's one of the biggest ones around. So that's where we're at. See, our McDonald's has these fancy display boards. People coming and going out of McDonald's like it's going out of style. So let me walk back over this way a little bit. I'm going to vote for whoever puts the most money in my pocket. If the Democrats put money in my pocket, I'd vote for them. If the Republicans did it, I'd vote for them. If a alien from Mars did it, I would vote for them. Because all I care about is money, money, money. This is a little Moe's Southwestern Grill restaurant. It's okay. It's kind of a fast food, not Taco Bell type of restaurant. So, fire hydrants. What a fire hydrant looks like. Telephone, utilities, pump station for fire trucks. So, you can tell things look a little bit different than in the Philippines, right? Here's their pile of tires that have to be disposed of. And I'm going to show you something funny in a minute. You are already stuck on voting on the orange disgrace. I don't know what that is. I like oranges. Oh, I can't see it. See that fence? There's a great big retention pond right there that I want to go fishing in, but I can't. It's off limits. It's guarded, trespass. Cavender's. Starbucks, here's our garbage. So Jack's saying, oh, Jack. And by the way, how does a president control? It's all done by pressure. Google it. I'll Google it, Jack. Ooh, there's a nice look. Jack, did you own this car before? Does that bring back memories? It almost looks like a tourist station wagon, doesn't it? Well, there's a dumpster full of stuff. You think it's just boxes or you think it's goodies? So here's what the part of the outside of the building looks like for you guys. You don't recognize that car? It's a Hyundai. Ooh, look at that. It's a Honda wagon. That's what that is. But you remember the Ford Taurus wagons had kind of that weird back window. I need my eyes checked. I didn't say it was a Ford Taurus. I said it kind of looked like one. So, oh, if you don't know, Supercuts is a place where you get your hair cut at for like $30 versus $2 in the Philippines. All right. This place, well, Jack, that is ugly. See, it is ugly. Come on, man. It's probably a good car. This is a restaurant. It sells or serves American food, desserts, apple pie, ice cream, meatloaf, Salisbury steak, fried chicken, a big salad bar, pizza, shit like that. This place is always packed at noon and in the evenings because old people love to eat here. And it's about $16 to $17 a person now. But old people like to eat here because the food has no flavor. It's very, very bland. So, yeah. It's boring, what I call boring white people food. Very American food, boring white people food, right? But this place will be packed for lunch and dinner every day of the week, especially on Sundays. Yeah, I like mashed potatoes and gravy. I like a lot of the boring white people food too, but it gets old. And that over there is one of the, what we call an overpass. It goes over the interstate. And that road leads to where all the rich people live. If you go behind me, that's where the poor people live, and the rich people live over there. And you can tell, look guys, it's this time of the year that the leaves are starting to turn. See how the leaves are starting to change colors in that maple tree already? See here? Our fall colors are coming in. You can see how the leaves are starting to hit the ground. So that's your first indication that fall is on the way. Not the cold air, but if the leaves start to turn colors. That's your number one thing. So, yes, $30 for a haircut's very expensive here. Well, I take that back. It's normal here in America, but it's very, very expensive compared to the Philippines and other countries. So that's why I do it at home. It costs nothing, but that's just me. Huh. So over there, that place, guys, it's called Snaps 24/7 Fitness. We have to have fitness facilities all over America because Americans are so fat and we eat so much bad food that we have to have places to go work out in. What's Jack saying now? No trash everywhere. No Jeeps or tricycles or tricads. No homegrown guy riding on a real motorcycle. Constant honking, security guards everywhere. Yes. Yes. You got to cut your own hair, man. It's the only way to go. But this actually is a pretty dirty parking lot, believe it or not. One, because it's an auto repair shop. But two, it's because it's fall and the leaves are starting to come down and the leaves are changing. But it is usually cleaner. But you can see that we mow the grass. They try to, even at an auto repair shop, they try to do the vegetation where it looks nice. And those over there are nice trees from the shopping center. And that's how we haul our bicycles. in America. I have one of those for my truck so that I can mount my e-bike to it. Look, Jack, what are those? Is that a chicken? Is that a free-range chicken? And you guys all know what Starbucks is, right? I was telling them earlier, there's Starbucks. If we remove the Starbucks, there's a really good little sushi place right behind that. There is an optometrist right there. I know, I saw it, Jack. Are you saying I need glasses? What do I need glasses for? I said that only thing looked like a Ford Taurus, not that it was a Ford Taurus. Here's the repair shop again. But these repair shops are way, way different than what you see in the Philippines, right? If you want to buy stuff for your house, I'm going to try to zoom in. You see that white building by the trees past that sign? That store is called Home Goods. It has everything you could ever want or imagine to put in a house, whether you want it or not. So, we even have handicap parking here. Looks like you're pigeon. I thought those were street chickens. Here's my car. It's all naked, has no tires on it. Jack, you see any tools in there you want me to get for you? I can load them up in the car for you, Jack. So, all right. Let's go back inside, guys. Man, it feels like it's gonna rain, but it needs to just drop. I think tomorrow's supposed to be in the low 70s here. We're gonna try to go and do, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow night. Not everybody parks in the parking spaces in America. Yes, and you don't need the Cadillac converter, especially out of that Subaru without the tires on. You ain't getting my Cadillac converter. But take care, young Filipina. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for being here today. Today's Monday. But thank you for visiting with us. We appreciate you. Yeah. Well, you know, we actually did we had a big fight about this at the college I taught at, because they wanted to make it illegal at our college campus to park backwards. They thought it was going to be a revenue generator. They thought it was unsafe. And it pissed me off, as back at the time I was still representing different divisions. And I went and did a bunch of research from the DOT, from New York State, from states all over the country, including Arkansas, showing the stats are that backing into a parking spot is safer than it is pulling in and backing out of a parking space. But our college, we had some butt wipe in the police department who saw it as a revenue stream that he could charge them $25 or $50 if anybody parked backwards. But that pissed me off. I'm like, we're not going to have that. We're not going to penalize people for the way they park. If they're parked illegally in a handicap, not handicapped, that's one different thing. But we're not going to tell these students how to park when they drive to the campus to spend their money to go to class. Not going to do it. And so I got that vetoed down, and I just wouldn't let it go because that pissed me off. And I told him, I said, I will be parking backwards from now on. Watch and see. And I dare you to give me a ticket. You know, and of course that all went away. Filipina says, I hope I can catch Snapshot Jack. Yeah, you can. He's around. He's in Florida. Yep, he said he'll recommend to his friend Jimmy. Were you guys able to connect with each other? I know I have I've subscribed to your YouTube channel. So did you guys connect? Did he get your email, or has he subscribed to your channel or anything like that? So if I see him, I will mention it to him again. All right, when I see him or talk to him, I will do my job to see if I can help facilitate that. It's here because nobody can back out of anything without help. I agree. I rented a big long van years ago and never needed help backing out. No, I agree, Jack, about the Philippines. It's just funny. Because actually one of the things okay, bye for now, Filipina, but we will work on you, okay? But one thing I actually like about the Philippines is that when you are going to the mall, thank you. Yeah, today's Monday. I'm going to spend $1,000, take out the trash, clean up the kitchen. You know, so it's not a good day. But actually, one of the things, Jack, I actually kind of like in the Philippines, it's kind of like a little side hustle or business for some of them, is how you can give them a couple of pesos and they'll go find you a parking space, or they will hold a parking space for you so you can get in. I actually don't mind that. I think that's good. When they're, I'm like, yeah, just give the guy a few pesos so that, you know, if he wants to act like he's motioning me on how to park, whatever. But if he's going to look after my car a little bit, or when I get there, he's going to help me back out and stop traffic so I can get backed out, so that he can let somebody else take my space that he got a couple pesos for, I'm okay with it. I actually think it's kind of funny, you know. But then again, I'm one of these people that I don't mind using valet at hotels and things. We do that, you know, depending on the hotel, of course. I don't have a problem with any of that. But here in America, if somebody was to help you park or back out, they would want to charge you like $30, you know. So they would want to charge you more than most Filipinos make in a week just to get out of a parking space here. And we all know that we have a big issue here with people stealing parking spaces. We have people blocking parking spaces. We have what we call Karens in the United States that will try to stand in front of a parking space, not to let anybody park there until their friend can come around and park. And they're just the stupidest shit we do in America. It's unbelievable, the crap we do here. So, stupid. Really stupid. You know, people get offended here tremendously about parking, especially if you don't have a handicap tag and a handicap. That makes sense, right? That's illegal. If your tire is touching the line of the parking space, man, people go berserk here. Why can't you park between the lines? You know, it's just people get really excited about parking in America, and I mean that. It's just bonkers. I mean, I get offended every day. So in America, that's what we do, guys. We get offended every day in America. So. All right, friends, it looks like it's time for me to get off of here, Jack. It's about time for them to start wrapping up, and I got a few other things to do real quick before I get out of here. It's a little bit after 9. So, Jack, I've seen many traffic jams, almost accidents caused by blocking a very large highway. And, oh, I know, in both directions, someone could back out into the street. That doesn't make sense, but I'm talking about in a parking lot. If you go to the mall, and you got these little guys running around who want to stop traffic so you can, all right, whatever. Because then he sell the parking space to somebody else. I think that's kind of funny. But when it comes to the interstates or the highways there, now I think that's stupid when you block traffic just so some idiot who doesn't know how to drive can back out. So I agree with you. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here for now, but we'll check in with you later on today, guys. Take care, and if not, we will see all of you guys tomorrow. Take care.